Hey there, how's it going? So Vladimir Donis here. So today, in this video, what I want to talk about is I want to talk about Facebook marketing setup for real estate agents. So essentially, the thing that I want to talk about is I want to talk about some things that you should do prior to you doing any type of Facebook marketing. In fact, even if you don't plan on doing any Facebook marketing later down the line, anytime soon, you want to go ahead and take advantage and do this as soon as possible. Now, the sooner you go ahead and take these specific steps, the better. Trust me, because what these steps will allow you to do is that from a tracking standpoint, it's going to allow you and Facebook to track everyone that hits your specific website. Now you may be asking, okay, why is that important to me? It is very important to you because the more data you can give to Facebook, the better they'll be able to deliver you leads, and then you can go ahead and turn those leads into customers. However, if you do not set up the proper tracking ahead of time, then it's going to be just that much harder for Facebook to deliver the right information to you. Now, essentially, you can go ahead and create a Facebook ad without setting up any of this stuff, and essentially, your marketing won't be optimized for tracking. When I first started doing marketing, I went ahead and started doing marketing without setting things up properly, and it cost me later down the line. So you want to make sure that from a setup standpoint, you set up your marketing the right way. And that is essentially one of the things that I'm going to be walking you through today as to how you can go ahead and set this thing up properly, specifically for Facebook. All right, so now let's talk about the steps. The first step that you want to do, the page that you're looking at right now, you're looking at a page that has the Facebook setup. So if you don't already have a Facebook ad account, what you want to do is you want to go to business.facebook.com, and my screen is going to look slightly different from yours because I already have an ad account with Facebook. If you don't have an ad account with Facebook, one of the first things that you're going to be able to do, see on my screen, I can go ahead and add an account, but for you, you're going to be able to create an account. Now, I'm not going to create an account because I already have an account. Now, the account creation process is very simple. All you have to do as it relates to the account creation process is you just have to provide them with some demographic information. So some information about you, your address, and then you have to link a credit card. So that process is actually very easy. It's very simple. So once you have that set up, you're going to go ahead and just set up an ad account. And that's a very simple thing to do. Just demographic information, card information, very simple. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to do what I call create a Facebook pixel. Now, the Facebook pixel, what it does is that it allows, from a tracking standpoint, it allows Facebook to track the activities that are happening on your specific website. The more data you feed Facebook, the more effective it will be from a marketing standpoint. Now, some people are under the misconception that, well, I'm not running Facebook ads, I should not set up a marketing pixel on my site. It doesn't matter if you're running a Facebook ad or not. Let's just say you set up a Facebook pixel on your website today and you don't decide to do anything from a marketing standpoint until 3-4 months down the line. Guess what? Every time someone goes to your specific website, that is data that Facebook will have access to. And then once you do decide to market, once you do decide to do any type of advertising, you would have been collecting data from Facebook for months and months and months. So essentially this, regardless if you're not using Facebook right now, you should use Facebook. But if you decide to use Facebook later down the line, this is definitely a good tracking mechanism that you want to go ahead and have in place. Okay. So the second step, once again, I'd stated that the second step is going to be for you to set up a Facebook pixel. Now, once you create your Facebook account, your Facebook ad account, you're going to be able to kind of just go into your Facebook account and the business section. And in the search bar here, you're going to be able to type in the word pixel, P-I-X-E-L. Once you type in the word pixel, what's going to happen is that since you haven't created a pixel yet, you're going to have the option to hit create a pixel. So you're going to be able to go ahead and click on this button here and create a pixel. And then once you go ahead and click on that button, once again, it's going to allow you to just create a pixel very, very, very quickly. I'm not going to do that because I already have a pixel. You can only create one pixel per ad account. So I can't do that because I already have a pixel. Once again, it's a very simple step. You just hit create pixel and then a pixel will be created for you. Right, so that is essentially what you're going to do. So once the pixel is created for you, your screen is going to look something like this. So for me, when I type in the search bar here, when I type in this specific search bar here, when I type in the word pixel, this is what comes up for me, right? Because I already have a pixel that's already set up. So once you have the pixel that's already set up, this stuff here is going to come up for you. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and hit on details. So for me, I'm going to go ahead and hit on details. And then when I hit on details, what it's going to do is it's going to allow me to set it up. So from a setup standpoint, my goal is to make sure that I go ahead and insert a code via my specific websites for tracking purposes. Do not let this overwhelm you. It's actually pretty easy. So essentially, the next thing I do is I hit on setup, and then I click install Pixel. Once I click on install Pixel, there's going to be some different options. So for me, for you, the easiest option is for you to go ahead and install it manually. Now, if you have a developer, let's just say if you have a complicated website, you have a developer, you go ahead and get that information emailed to a developer. But the route I'm going to show you is the manual installation route. This is very simple. It's going to take you literally about 2 minutes. So if I hit on manual installation, the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take this specific code here. So this specific code, and I'm going to copy it. I'm going to copy that code. And then my goal is that I know that there's people visiting my website. There's people visiting your website, even though you may not necessarily be sending any traffic to it from Facebook. There's people visiting your specific website from all of these different sources. Well, you want Facebook to know who those specific individuals are. So you copy that specific code, and then you go to your website. In my specific instance, I'm using a website builder called ClickFunnels. So that is the website builder that I'm using. So when I go inside of this specific website builder, what I'm going to do is that I have a couple of different pages via this specific website builder. And every time someone hits these specific pages, I want Facebook to know who those specific individuals are. And I also want Facebook to track those specific individuals. And I want Facebook to go ahead and find me people similar to those specific individuals. And the only way that Facebook is going to know that is if I have tracking code via my website. So what I'm going to do in this specific instance, I'm going to go ahead and take that tracking code, and I'm going to put that tracking code in this specific area here, because I'm using a website building service called ClickFunnels. If you're using WordPress, Wix, Square, if you're using any of these other services, it should be very, very easy for you to go ahead and install that specific tracking code. So I install that specific tracking code. And for me, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and save and update it. So that is essentially, one of the things that I did. I went ahead and saved and updated that specific tracking code, right? So that way, every time someone hits a specific page via my funnel, Facebook is going to know, and they're going to be able to kind of just understand that. So the next thing that you want to do is you want to make sure that after you install that specific pixel, you want to know that you want to confirm whether or not that specific pixel is working. And the way that you confirm whether or not that pixel is working is you install something called Facebook Pixel Helper. So if you type into Google Facebook Pixel Helper, what you're going to do is you're going to have the option to download or add a Chrome extension, and that Chrome extension is called Facebook Pixel Helper. So you install that Chrome extension. This is what the Chrome extension looks like. After you install the specific Chrome extension, the next thing you do is you type in your specific website. So for instance, if I typed in my specific website, this specific website here, I'm going to be able to see something in green. I'm going to be able to determine, that's going to let me know if the pixel is working and if the pixel is successful. If there's nothing here, then it means the pixel is not successful. So if I click on a specific button here, you'll see that, there's a page view and it's green. So I have 2 pixels actually installed on this specific web page as well. So after you install the specific pixel, you add the Chrome extension, Facebook Pixel Helper, and then you go to your specific website and you want to go ahead and see something green. So if I go back to this specific page here, just for comparison purposes, right? So this right here, this specific page right here does not have a Facebook Pixel Helper because it didn't fire up a pixel. Whereby this one right here, went ahead and did that. So essentially, that is the thing that you want to go ahead and do, because it's going to, definitely help you. It's going to make sure that from a tracking standpoint, everything is tracked, and that from a setup standpoint, you set up everything the right way. You set up everything the way that it should be set up, and that's essentially, what you want to do. And that's the thing that you want to make sure happens. It's going to, trust me, it's going to really speed up your marketing, and it's going to go ahead and from a results standpoint, it's going to allow you to get results a lot quicker. So hey, if you are a real estate agent or you're a realtor, one of the things that I'm doing right now is I am working with realtors to help them set up marketing marketing specifically on Facebook to help you generate leads and then turn those leads into customers. If you need help with setting this stuff up, I can go ahead and pretty much set up everything for you from A to Z via Facebook. There's going to be a link somewhere on this page. You can go ahead and click on that link, and that link is going to allow you to schedule a call so that we can kind of talk about your marketing, see what is it that you already have in place and some of the things that you're working on, and see how we can go ahead and help you. Once again, this is a complete done for you service from A to Z. There's going to be a link somewhere on this page, and that link essentially allows you to go ahead and schedule a call with me, so that way we can take a look at your marketing, see what you're doing and how you're taking advantage of a social media platform, such as Facebook. Essentially, what it does is that it allows you to generate exclusive leads, as opposed to getting leads that everyone else is getting. It allows you the ability to go ahead and get exclusive leads. But this is a very important step in the process. So you want to go ahead and make sure that from a pixel standpoint, your pixel is set up so that way you can have your marketing set up the right way, and you can go ahead and get started on the right track. Hey, that's my time. Thanks for listening. I'll talk to you soon.